Archibald has burst upon the NBA scene as the newest of the fabulous little men.
In 1970, Archibald achieved his NBA dream, and Cousy placed the Royals in his hands.
Well, you've got a player like an Archibald who can create whatever they want at any time they want. You're much better off letting them do it.
He confided in me probably more than the other guys on the team because he wanted me to run the team, he wanted me to score, he wanted me to pass.
I used to tell Tiny, if you're racing down the floor and you see me jump up calling for time, ignore me and go do your thing, create an opportunity.
Archibald, remarkable play.
Listed on the roster at 6'1", there were some who believed he wasn't over 5'10", but Nate made up for his lack of size with his desire and work ethic.
He was a zealot about his physical fitness and health. He used to bring a rope, a jump rope. He would do that like 25 or 30 minutes prior to the game. I used to wonder, where does this guy get all this energy from? Even though he was a diminutive player, I mean, he could still go to the basket like all New York guys. They all could drive to the hoop with authority.
My concept was to attack people.
Look at Archibald penetrate.
I wanted people to know that I was on the court.
Archibald on a drive at the other end, beautifully done.
No matter who was down there, Wilt was down there with Kareem and Willis Reed. I'm coming down there.
Fearless and one of the game's great finishers.
Big guys were cracking him, knocking him to the floor. He bounced right up. I mean, he had the heart of a lion.
Archibald emerged as one of the NBA's top point guards, and in 1973, he became the only player ever to lead the league in scoring and assists in the same season.
If he gets hot, he can turn the lights out by himself.
I mean, it was just phenomenal. He was so quick and just so creative. I've never seen anyone like him.
But for all his individual achievements, there was one thing Archibald couldn't seem to accomplish, and that was getting his team to play at his own level of excellence.
Our team was so weak offensively that he literally carried us on his shoulder. It's amazing we didn't wear him out.
Finally, Tiny did wear out, as he was sidelined by a torn Achilles tendon in the 1974 season. 3 years later, he was traded to the Nets, but suffered another injury and was traded again, this time to Buffalo. It appeared that his glory days were over.
You know, you have a lot of experts that say, well, he's through. You know, he can't play anymore, torn Achilles. And that really propelled me to work a lot harder.
In the late 70s, he would get his career back on track in basketball's most hallowed setting.
From Texas, El Paso, 6'1", number 7, Nate Archibald.
Unlike his previous teams, the Celtics didn't need Tiny to carry the offensive load.
By the time he got to the Celtics, where he was surrounded with talent and probably better shooters, it was more important at that point to concentrate on his playmaking skills.
Underneath the forward, back to Carl, right side of Archibald, penetrates the lane, dish to Bird, reverse layup, good.
All right, Tiny.
And finally, after 11 NBA seasons, Archibald won his first championship with the Celtics.
It's all over. The Boston Celtics have won the World Championship in 1981.
The scrappy little guard from the Bronx had proven his doubters wrong. Then again, he'd been doing that his entire life.
The biggest thrill I got was to prove to those people then in the 80s and the 70s and way back in the early 60s that, you know, given a chance, I could play at this game.